everybody. Welcome to Stardom Review. I am your co-host, Andre C. The kind of sick Andre C. Right over here, it's the incredibly awesome Taco Princess herself, Moneyball. How you doing, Moneyball?
I am doing great, Andre. According to some, I'm not so awesome, but I still think I'm awesome, so that works out. Sounds
I
like
do
my
too.
dog is also not feeling so great. Just heard him coughing underneath my couch here, or this chair here, whatever this thing is. How are you feeling, my friend?
Oh, last couple of days have sucked, and now I've got a cough. I don't know what's going on. I've just been up and down.
Glorious chaos.
Oh, glorious, glorious chaos in my head.
Hey, you still made it to your workout this morning, though.
I did. I was feeling better this morning, and then the cough came on later in the day, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Cardio will do that to you. Get stuff moving in your lungs that you probably should have left well alone.
I really think so.
Relatable. As a smoker, relatable.
As an secondhand smoker, relatable.
Hey, still relevant.
But we're not here to talk about our health issues. We're here to talk
Nay.
about some professional wrestling from Japan this time, from Stardom, in the at the Goldrush show, featuring the Moneyball tournament, more like the money chess tournament, more money
It
box.
certainly went better this year.
Yeah, by far, and we'll get to that.
By far.
By long margin. Let's just say that.
There was some glorious chaos, but it wasn't as chaotic as some of these shows in the past have been. There was no bouncy castle, which I was very happy about.
There were bubbles, and we'll talk about that.
There were bubbles, lots of bubbles. We're not complaining about the bubbles, though. The bubbles were fun.
No. But before we get into it, I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for all the great support you have given us here. We love and appreciate everything. Please keep liking the video, subscribing to the channel, commenting down below. The comments are just, we love it. We love getting the comments. I love responding to you guys. I love talking to you guys about professional wrestling. I know Mel does too. We love hearing from you guys. We love hearing your opinions on what we're doing, and we thank you very, very much for all the support. Please keep doing that. If you can, share us out. Tell your friends, family, strangers, random people. I don't care. Just share us out if you can. We really,
brothers, wife, step nieces, great aunt.
Sure. Is that family? Yeah. Whoever you can, please share us out. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
Mom, get the door. I don't want to answer it this late at night.
You've lived a good life, Mom.
Yeah. But we're here. Let's get to it. We're gonna talk some Goldrush. I love you some Goldrush.
Gold.
Just like some. All it makes me think of is Gold member.
Yep. And now I have to watch that movie.
So I just literally watched the Chris Farley documentary that Mike Myers was in. That came out a few years back, and it's a beautiful tribute to a tortured soul. Yeah, it'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry. It's legitimately the best recollection of that man's life, and I highly recommend it. I am Chris Farley. If you want to cry and you want to love and you want to know how awesome this person was.
I want to laugh. I don't know if I want to cry.
Yeah, but again, it's a good cry though. We're gonna talk, but we're not gonna cry here because we're gonna talk some Goldrush. It was actually a really good show. There was nothing to cry about on this one. We started out with a very long, comparatively, almost just under 15-minute battle royal or gauntlet battle royal with 7 people. You'd think, and they were all out there by the 5-minute mark, and it was just a lot of shit happening.
I don't know. I felt it was kind of reminiscent of that scramble match that we just saw on LPW. It was surprisingly organized chaos. Because every place that everybody was, it made sense that they were there.
I don't think there was an elimination before everyone was out.
Correct.
Yeah.
You are correct about that.
I'm going to go through this as fast as possible.
Yes.
See and Micah start the match. Bane's out next. The headpiece looks absolutely phenomenal. I don't know. She upgraded that with all the sparkly diamonds on the front.
I didn't notice a difference between it.
It looked more like more like a shiny crown. It looked like it had
Oh,
more.
it looked more blingy.
Yeah, look more
Maybe she
blingy.
got shot with a Swarovski gun or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Bane actually attacks Micah.
I mean, take out the strongest person, man. Smart.
Yeah, she beats them both up. Mina comes out next. Mina gets the hands of both Micah and Bane and doing this like they're trying to do like a three-way booby shake thing.
Oh yeah, Micah went along with it for a little bit, but
Micah
then
was
Bane
like,
was like, no.
Micah was doing it really awkwardly, and then Bane just pulls her hand and walks over to Micah and just smacks Micah for participating. It was funny.
It was funny as hell.
Yeah, Una Mizumori out next. She gets a really cool bolt, like up into like the wheelbarrow into a bulldog to the knee to Bane. It looked really good. Miyu Amasaki out next. Miyu and Lady C do it like as a team. They're teammates, so they double team Micah. They're good. Good. Actually, Miyu gets a tornado DDT by kicking off of C, sending her flying and hitting a tornado DDT to Micah. Looks really good. The figure four headlock train. Bane comes in, and as she goes to do a move, they cut to Billiken Death. Billiken Death, not Fukigen. Fukigen's cousin, I guess. Billiken Death. During her, they show her entrance, and it comes back, and you miss the entire thing of Bane getting the Boston Crab on the Micah and flipping the entire figure four train over. You missed everything. Like it was cool to see her doing the Boston Crab, but we missed the big part of it. And I'm like, you really had to cut away for Billiken Death over a big spot in the match? Like, come on.
I mean,
Billiken walks over everybody. She gets into the corner. It gets Bane to come near, kicks her, gets her the assisted rope walk, and then Bane just like yanks her down, goes crashing into the rope. I just laughed. It was just like great. Micah and Megan Bane eliminate Lady C and Una Mizumori by double scoop slams, and then hitting them each with the sliding lariat and do a dual cover to both. Mina's attacking Micah and Bane, gets a Russian leg sweep to Micah, does a booby shake right at Bane, but Bane's having none of it and beats the crap out of her. Bane eliminates Mina after Mina tries to go for an implant DDT, but Bane picks her up, tosses her onto everybody on the floor, and Mina's eliminated, sadly. Micah and Bane are fighting. Bane gets to pop up Samoan to her. She tries to eliminate Micah, but Micah fights and brings her to the apron and gets her into like a sunset flip position. And then Billiken Death and Miyu Amasaki come up and dropkick Bane out. But with the sunset flip positioning, Micah, they eliminate, the three of them eliminate Bane, but Micah self-eliminates herself. Yeah. She went over the top and then did the sunset flip to the floor. Billiken Death and Miyu have a quick little back and forth, and Billiken rolls up Miyu Amasaki with a very familiar Fukigen Death roll up for the win.
Yeah, this was a fun little kind of match. Was this considered a pre-show? So I feel like we saw the main intro once the next match happened. Let's see here. What did you not mention? Oh, there was that one part that I really enjoyed with Mina and Yuna when Mina almost tricked Yuna into giving her a high five. Remember that? And then just ended up booting her and taking her out. I really like that because at that point they had done almost like a little Cosmic Angel reunion there. Yuna was all like, yeah, I got a friend. Nay, you did not have a friend. Yeah, the train spot, I got a little concerned because you know how I feel sometimes about those train spots. The thumb bum has really turned me off of these train spots. So, what? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. This was far superior. This was better. This was a way better spot than the thumb bum. But seeing the thumb bum spot has made me like very like hesitant when I start to see them set up, because I'm like, y'all are either going to play this really, really good or horribly, horribly wrong. And we have seen this company particularly do both in regards to things being put in places they shouldn't. So yeah, I was concerned. I was happy with what ended up happening. It was very fun, but at the same time not disgusting. the walk on the ropes was as you said, very, very fun. I was actually really surprised that Bane let her go as far as she did. I was expecting her to just yeet her right off of the corner as soon as she jumped up there. Um, I love the body slam spot that Bane has become known for doing, that signature where she just starts scooping up everybody, including her own teammate, and letting her own teammate scoop her up. Um, I liked this one. Miu really took a pounding in that one, though. Holy crap. Um, Probably shouldn't have picked the smallest person in the ring to do that, too. Gosh dang. Um, there was one point that Lady C did her best to try to start a strike off with Bane at the end there. And it was adorable because it did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. And then, so she took care of Lady C. Then Yuna also, nice try. I mean, coming in with a few kicks to start it off, distract her, and then start feeding her strikes. But that didn't work either. I really enjoyed watching Divine Kingdom kind of take control at one point. Kind of reminds everybody that yes, these two did just win Goddess of Stardom tournament. They are owed. They are owed. So I'm excited to see what kind of happens with these two in the future. And that's all I got for this one.
Awesome sauce. We're gonna see them in a few days, actually, at the winter show, where they're going to be competing. I haven't seen who that's been announced that they're going to face for the tag team titles. I haven't checked, so we'll find out.
Interesting.
We'll find out when we watch it. I'm kind of hoping for Kamitani and Tommy Hayashishita. I think that'd be a really great match.
Ooh.
That'd be a great
we
match.
did have Utami on commentary at this point now.
Yeah, we did. So we get the first of the semifinal matches for the Money Chest tournament, as I'm calling it. The Money Chest, not the Money Ball. The Money Chest this time. It looks like a pirate's chest.
The booty.
Lots of booty.
I don't make the lingo. That is theirs.
I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to him. He created it.
So we got stars Hanan, Hazuki, and Saida taking on Gadzai, Ami, Sarai, and Konami teaming up with Hanako in this match because the other two members of Gadzai are busy tonight. So is Hanako going to end up in Gadzai or what?
I don't know because we just saw her come out of the Goddess of Stardom tournament tagging with Saida, who's on the opposite team in this one. We've seen her working extensively with both. These are the two that she works the most with and the best with. Although I will say, it was adorable when she worked with Mina Shirakawa, and she actually did the dance, and I'm sorry to say it, she did the dance better than Waka.
Because excuse me, because Waka don't dance.
Oh, that's a song somewhere, isn't it?
Waka don't dance. I'm in trouble now. Waka don't dance. Oh,
I love it. Take us into it, my friend.
Yeah, Hanako and Gadzai dominating Hazuki early on. Konami comes in with a harsh snapmare and kick to the back of Hanako and gets a cocky pin for 2. Or with the Hanako to Hazuki for 2. I'm sorry, I got the wrong H name there. Ida and Hanan take out Hanako and Gadzai, and Stars hit the triple face wash and running boot to their opponents in the ropes. Konami with a beautiful flying armbar to Ida, but Hanan breaks it up. Konami unloading a harsh kick to Ida, scores the running kick in the ropes and a suplex for 2. Ami and Hanako with torture racks, and Konami with the rear naked choke. Ami slams Ida, I think Ida into the corner, gets the splash, and hits a sliding lariat for a 2. Ida and Ami have a chop off. Ida gets the speed chops on the ropes, but Ami gets a double axe handles sledge there. Ida comes back with a shoulder block off the second rope. Ami hits a swinging Samoan drop. to Hanan for 2. Torture rack slam into the corner by Hanako and to Hanan, and she hits the corner splash for 2. Stars triple team attempt is broken up, and Hanako and Ami double press slam Hanan, and Konami Konami comes in with a PK. Ida and Hanan double team, and Hanan hits a running famouser for 2 after they got control again. Hanako hits a big old suplex for 2. Hanan fights off the torture rack, and Konami and Ami kick Hanako in the head by accident when Hanan ducks. And Stars run Konami and Ami out of the ring, and Hanan rolls up Hanako with 17 to get the win and move on to the Gold Rush Moneyball Chest Finals.
Money booty is what it was. Treasure chest, booty.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Booty, 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 booty.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Oh my God, that's from back in the day. My God, I'm old. Hanako's shoulder blocks. I mean, that girl's size, but the way she just steps into them are just deadly. She just absolutely folds everyone she hits with those. The kicks from Konami, though. Ooh, those are rivaling Saori kicks. Those are freaking deadly. Same with Momo. But are you getting the same feeling I'm getting with Konami being in God's Eye? Especially, I mean, aesthetically speaking. We look at the picture. This is exactly what Konami was wearing in this match. Why is she in all black? God's Eye. She's wearing a very Oedo Tai-esque outfit for someone who's been critical of the newest member of God's Eye, who is also former Oedo Tai, like Konami.
Maybe Saki's been injecting everybody with evilness. I don't know. She has Shuri changing up her game a good bit.
Yeah, but the only one not affected seemingly is Ami.
Mm-hmm. Ami's just a pure-hearted, awesome greatness of God's Eye. We all know that. She's gonna be world champion in a couple years.
Certainly working her way up there. Hazuki not holding back a damn thing in this match. Holy shit! Especially against Hanako. She put Hanako through the freaking ringer. She was like, "Come on, new girl, let me show you a thing or two." She was rocking her world with those strikes, and the face wash was just mean. Hanan is just one of my favorites in Stars. She's so adorable. I love her work, though. Her work is so crisp, so good, so picture perfect for so young. And then just her facial expressions for her age, just so well educated. She's very, very tremendous wrestler. You say Ami's a future champion. I agree, but Hanan is the future of this business, I think. I think they're definitely building her up for that. And she's certainly evolving at a very interesting and fun rate. I mean, her outfit has gone from being the cute little cheerleader Hanan to being this more mature kind of Hanan. And then her friendship with Mariah May has definitely helped bring out a little bit more of her confidence in the ring. You see her doing a lot more with a lot less fear. She's a lot more free and fun, and I absolutely love it. Ida is always a treat and treasure to watch. She's a little powerhouse. I love watching her, and you can always tell when she's getting fired up. She just starts pounding on her chest. Love it. This was a fun match.
It really was. I had a great time with this one. I always love seeing Konami wrestle. I think because again, I haven't seen a lot of her, so I find her really dynamic, especially with her style. So I always like seeing her work.
It's almost like, I want to say again, it's like Saori, but it's almost like Saori is like unapologetically good. Like she has been savage, but you see those moments of good lady in her. Konami, you see them less and less and less and less. And I don't know if that's the Oedo Tai background kind of coming in there or what, but I agree with you. I like the dynamic that it creates because it's creating a story within the story for God's Eye, revolving around Mirai, Kashimasaki, and also subsequently Saori.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
We move on. The other half of the semifinals for the Moneyball, Money Chest, Money Booty tournament. Later ties Momo Watanabe, Natsuki Tora, and Ruaka taking on Donata Mundos, Julia, Mai Sakurai, and Attack. I almost said Micah Sakurai.
I mean, she was at ringside.
Yeah, she was. DDM attack Tora from behind as she goes to lock up with Mai. The triple team here, Mai slapping Tora with a money, but Tora unloads a hard slap, dropping Mai and a way to tie triple team Mai on the ropes. Tora gets the camel clutch, and Momo hits the PK to Mai's face. Then Tora hits the splash for 2. Momo hitting chest kicks to Mai. They looked freaking solid. Yeah. Thekla in using her high speed attacks on Momo, but misses off the top, but gets the corner elbow and the drop kick for 2. Momo hits the chest kick and then a drop kick in the corner and a hesitation drop kick to a seated Thekla in the corner. Follows it up with the suplex for 2. Thekla does a spider dodge and dodges a lariat from Waka, hits the spear for 2. Mai gets the SCF to Uraka, but she gets the ropes. Then Mai and Thekla double team Uraka, and Thekla hits a high cross off the top, and Mai hits a top rope drop kick for 2. Momo gets Mai against the ropes, and Uraka hits a running cross for 2. Way to tie triple team Mai in the corner. Tora hits the cannonball, followed by the delayed fisherman suplex by Uraka, sandwich lariat, and Uraka sandwich lariat by Tora and Momo, and then Rocket hits a lariat to Mai, but only gets 2. Mai rolls her up, but the pin gets broken. Rocket with a lariat goes up, but she misses the Fraser bomb, and Mai hits a running kick. It's I love her running kick. She does is absolutely beautiful. Konami does a very similar running kick where it's jumping like they almost kick them with the shin, kind of they're halfway sideways, hitting with the shin. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Just as Fraser bomb, Mai hits a running kick. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Something just popped up on my screen. It was weird. Mai's running kick. She gets a black slide into the crucifix, and Mai steals the win. Julia. Let's say this. Julia was never tagged in this match. Never once. She was in the match at times making saves, but she was never a legal participant of this match.
Gosh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I noticed. If she was involved enough in the chaos that it.
If you listen to my note, if you listen to what I said, I never spoke about Julia after the intro. So,
but man, she evolved in the main. I was really looking forward to this match, and it didn't disappoint. This was all over the place. My slapping Tora with the money, as soon as I heard the first slap, I was looking away because I was making some food. I heard the first slap, I look over, I'm like, girl, not the best life choice you've made recently. And then I saw her do it again. I was like, she's gonna kill you. And she arguably sort of did there. I mean, she just freaking one-punched Mai and just dropped her down, money everywhere, glorious chaos. Phenomenal. This combination of Oedo Tai, I personally feel is the most dominant combination and the best combination. These 3 women, they're powerhouses in their own right. I mean, Tora's just a wrecking ball. Quite literally and figuratively. She will throw herself at anything and everything, Mayu Iwatani style. But then she just has this just amazing education in technicality that she pulls out every once in a while. But then you have Momo, who is very clearly an accomplished striker, but then also so good with that technical background. And then you have Ruaka, who is one of the more educated powerhouses in this company. For how young she is, she works so well with Tora and her power moves. She's like Hiragi Kurumi. Kurumi Hiragi. I always get those 2 messed up. I just like saying her name. She's very much one of those beautiful powerhouse women who I've been just endlessly impressed with from the moment I've seen her. Thekla was on fire tonight, though. in both matches. So now they're in the main. But yeah, really feisty in this one too, mouthing off a lot. Really had a lot of fun with this one. I really love their outside game. I mean, Oedo Tai makes the outside the ring stuff interesting, unlike some other bad guy heel factions. House of Torture. This match was a lot of fun. I was a little, I'm not gonna lie, though I know you were happy, and to some degree I am as well. I love Julia and Thekla and Mai, but I was a little disappointed that we didn't get like a heel face kind of battle at the end. I mean, it forced a face team to kind of act a little bit more heelish. Probably wouldn't have had to do that if we had the heel team involved in it, but it made for a hell of a journey, and I actually had a lot of fun. Personally, I think that this kind of sets Oedo Tai up to potentially challenge for that Artist of Stardom Championships.
Yeah, I very much agree. That would actually be very interesting to watch them go after the titles. But I'll say this about Ruckus. She feels like, I'm not saying this to me, I feel like they cloned Tora
A little.
and grew a new Tora, but also are letting her develop in her own way while taking. You can see, like, she's Ren Narita to Katsuyori Shibata. She's doing a tribute almost, but doing her own thing. Like she has her own versions of a lot of moves, but if you look at them, they are so similar. But she is her own person.
Yeah, they're similar but different enough that it works. Like when we see them team together, BMI. I mean, man, you're right. They're similar enough but different enough that it works very, very well. Because yeah, their cannonball crossbody on the middle rope or the bottom rope is one of my favorite tag moves because it's simple but effective. That wrecks your freaking day.
Yeah, it's those little things that you see her modeling herself after Tora, but doing her own thing. She is Ren Narita, who has modeled herself after Katsuyori Shibata, but made the gimmick his own. Unlike Shota,
I like
unlike
that.
Shota
I
Umino.
like that reference.
Yeah. Unlike Shota Umino.
Unlike Shota Umino, who's emulating everyone.
Yeah, pretty much. We move on. It's the high-speed title match. It is a Mesera taking on Momo Hanazono. I'm going to just refer to her as Zono because that's how I wrote her in my notes. So please don't be mad at me. Sorry, Momoka Hanazono, not Momo.
I was going to say Momoka, not Mama.
Zono comes out with a bubble maker and a set of fake balloon flowers. I don't know. It looked like a flower stem that ended with like balls at the top.
Are you talking about May or Hanazono?
No, Hanazono. She
just had this. What was in her picture? The flower and the bubble machine.
No, it was similar, but it wasn't that flower. It was like these little balls on top. Instead of flower, it's like little balls.
Oh, I just saw the flower because she hit the camera with it.
I could have swore it was like maybe they're.
You're thinking about May Sarah. May Sarah came in with the balls.
Well, May Sarah came in with the Myla balloons. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, they were ball-shaped balloons.
No, but I swear to Christ, she had the little balls on the top of the flower. But I could be, maybe I'm going insane. I don't know.
Slowly you are going crazy.
Not slowly, not slowly enough. I'll tell you that right now.
We may have pushed you.
Very, very, very fast start. Lots of dodges. Slips out to pins early in the match. Eye poke and an inside cradle by Zono for 2. Then a drop kick for 2. Zono gets the bubble maker. And as she's like looking at the ref, she holds it behind her back and like spraying it in May's face. It was kind of going over her head, but she was selling it like she was like they were popping and like bothering her. Maybe fires back on Zono. She goes for the suplex, but they tumble over the top rope. Ring around the Rosie Irish whips on the ramp. It was great.
Love it.
And they both run and get back in at 9 instead of 19. Isn't that great?
Yeah, I appreciated that.
And they hauled their asses to get back too.
Yeah, they did. And May is already pretty quick. We know from Hanazono, she is very, very quick from the things that we've seen with her. They freaking ran. It was great.
Yeah. Zono unloads shots to Meme, but Meme fires back with a drop kick, roll around. They do a roll around into a kick in the ropes and a running drop kick for 2. Meme hits the lid in the ropes, but Zono gets a really hard snap backdrop. Look brutal.
Mm-hmm.
May reverses a whip and gets a springboard blockbuster and hits a dropkick to the face for 2. Zono reverses a powerbomb into a pinfall, then for 2, then hits a sliding elbow to the back of May's head. They both go down. Zono goes for the sliding elbow to the back of the head, but she misses on the second attempt. They trade pinfalls back and forth. Zono getting the closest in most of these pinning exchanges. She gets some really tight pinfalls. May comes back, almost steals with a victory roll, but then she goes in, jackknife, roll through into that snap sunset flip, and she gets the win.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, this was a very high-speed match, and I absolutely loved it. Great showing for May, but even better showing for Hanazono, who I personally haven't seen in a hot minute. It's been some time. I really enjoy her wrestling. I'm really happy that May decided to challenge her for this show. I really also like the character development or character that we see of Hanazono in here. I mean, you can see from the picture, she's adorable. She looks like this cute, happy little thing, but she's like almost, I don't want to say like a Joker-esque character, but like she was definitely the heel in this match, unquestionably, with her actions. And it was like the bad things that she was doing, she's doing with that cutesy little smile on her face. So I really enjoyed this kind of angling because it was very frustrating for May. And May is just so good with portraying emotion, showing that variety of facial expressions, being that character, playing that person, that part. She's really come out of that shell. I don't know if she was not out of the shell before. I don't know. But like I really, really enjoy the development that we've seen of her in the last year since she's come into Stardom. And earning that high speed championship has just been a treat to watch her get. Because she's worked so hard and then had to deal with Kashima, not giving her the opportunity that she deserved. Now we get to see her, and she's a fighting champion. She's wanting to put out challenges if people don't come out to challenge her, and I really appreciate that about her. You're muted.
She's really putting all the pieces together.
Much like the pieces on her outfit, right? Is that the reference you're going for?
I was hoping that you would say that.
Yeah.
Like this match was really great. I enjoyed these two. I think the chemistry was awesome, and just it flowed so perfectly.
Yes. I would love to see these guys go again, and I'd love to see them team.
Yeah. So High Speed Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah, we got High Speed Part 2 here. Azumi, Starlight Kid, and Suzuki. Starlight Kid, she's back. She's tossing little like white hearts into the crowd, and then she like gives one to Rina and Rina, and then Momo Watanabe.
She threw one right into Tommy's face.
Oh, she whipped one into Tommy, and then threatened to throw in a commentary, threw it right over their heads, and then ended up giving one to the announcers. So.
Mm-hmm.
Headlock train to start. It's a high-speed match. Everyone in with headlock takeovers. Everybody's moving so quickly. Suzu goes to the floor. Azumi sends Starlight Kid out. Suzu stops the apron kick. Sends Azumi into the chairs. She sends Starlight Kid into the chairs. Very non-high-speed-ish. This is Suzuki's brutalness coming through. Azumi stops a German on the stage with a drop kick to Suzu, sending her running down the ramp. But then Starlight Kid tosses Azumi down the ramp. At ringside, Starlight Kid hits a high cross off the top to both of them on the floor. Starlight Kid walks across Suzu and Azumi in the ring, hits a standing moonsault for 2. Starlight Kid misses off the top. Suzu gets the running knee and hits a running knee to the back of the head. Looked great and rough as shit. Azumi and Suzuki trade strikes. Suzu drops Azumi. They dodge kicks. Suzu gets a roll up. Starlight Kid gets involved. Suzu gets a double spear. Leg trap German by Azumi to Suzu. Then the Starlight Kid hits it's a cross leg fisherman to Azumi. And then Suzu hits a German to Starlight Kid. All three are down. They're all trading shots from their knees, standing up. Starlight Kid gets the cross-legged fisherman suplex to Suzu for 2. They reverse each other, but Suzu scores big kicks. But Starlight Kid does get a roll-up for 2. Suzu gets that wheelbarrow swing-out slam that she does. But Azumi off the top to break up the pin. La Mystica, or La Mystica into the armbar by Azumi, into the double armbar to Suzu, but Suzu gets to the ropes. Azumi goes up, hits the stomp to Suzu, but the pin gets broken up. Starlight Kid hits a twisting frog splash for 2 to Suzuki. Azumi drop kick to Starlight Kid and Suzuki, or Starlight Kid and Suzu gets that tequila roll on Azumi for 2. Azumi with big kicks to both, gets reverse on the Azumi Sushi by Starlight Kid for 2. Canadian Destroyer by Azumi to Starlight Kid. She gets Azumi Sushi, and she picks up the win.
Yes. Smart way to end it. Because you have Suzu Suzuki, who just won the 5-star Grand Prix. Can't have her taking losses right now, especially when she hasn't cashed in that opportunity yet. So that was a smart way to make all 3 of these women still kind of look strong, because I don't know if you were feeling the same way, Andre. This is the first time I've seen Starlight Kid back since her original injury.
I know we missed a couple like small shows that I think she was a part of, but yeah, this is her first like big show back, and like I feel for Suzu because this was the show she was supposed to challenge for the world title, and Tam had to vacate, so they got moved to Queendom, and she's gonna wrestle for it at Queendom.
Yeah, and quickly to that point that it sucks, yes, but arguably we benefit more as the fans for that.
Oh, by far.
Yeah, because I liked the show, but I feel that the Goldrush match, the booty match, was it was named after the show, and having the world championship on it, I think maybe, and especially crowning a new champion, would have been maybe taken away or maybe overshadowed by the booty match. So I'm kind of it really does suck because I did want to see Tam Nakano and Suzu, but it allows Suzu to have what I personally think is a better stage to challenge for the championship.
100%.
The point I was going to make with Starlight Kid, though, this is the first time, as I mentioned, that I'm personally seeing her since her ankle injury, and I want to say I'm so happy to see her back, and she's performing at such a high level as she usually does, but it is still obvious to me that she's favoring the ankle a little bit. She's not doing as high of a jumps, understandably so, though. Like, if I'm coming back from injury the first month or so, I'm gonna be I can tell you right now, I have a shoulder injury that's 7 years old. I still baby this thing. So, like, understandable. But as something that I think will come back to her as she keeps wrestling. Yeah, this match was really surprisingly high speed, but you're absolutely right. Every once in a while, Suzu was kind of implementing her Suzu will into it and throwing in people into the chairs and throwing people into things. But yeah, I felt that this was actually a really fun showcase match, and it kind of shows that versatility of Suzu Suzuki, who I personally think is probably going to take that world championship, depending on who they kind of put into the match with her. I don't really see anybody else with the same level of stuff to brag about that Suzu can this year.
Well, sadly, I know who she's facing because I got spoiled on the internet today because that match happened today to set up the challenger as the day as we record this. So, yeah, I can't wait to watch it when it comes out.
I was gonna say, don't you dare!
oh, I'm not spoiling it for anybody watching here. I'm not spoiling it for you. I will not do that. You'll see it within the next couple days from everybody you follow from Stardom. You'll see it.
So afterwards, Azumi sounds like she challenged somebody. I had Japanese commentary, so I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
I believe it sounds like she challenged Julia for the Strong Championship, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, you're right. She did, because I remember reading something about her challenging Julia for the title. So yeah.
Unfortunately for this one on the Stardom site, they usually do have subtitles for us when the wrestlers are speaking on the mic after their promos, but unfortunately for this one,
it was literally
didn't
the
have it.
pay-per-view. It was literally the pay-per-view copy. That's all it was.
Yeah, so like unfortunately we didn't get the subtitles of what it was she was saying, but what I could understand, the words that were coming through. I heard Julia, I heard Strong, and I heard America several times. So yay.
And again, there's no New Japan show over here until January,
Mhm.
but with the potential of Julia leaving for WWE, Battle in the Valley in January, Azumi versus Julia, wouldn't that be a pretty darn good match?
Yeah, I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
I would say so. Indeedy.
Indeedy.
Indubitably.
I don't. Indeedy.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Indubitably.
Oh dear.
You just said indubitably.
Okay, I know I stutter, but I'm not stuttering that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get any of the post match speeches. I have no idea what any of them said. The only one I got was Thekla. Thekla
I
said some shit.
mean,
Because that's because she spoke in English.
yeah.
So we move on. Mixed martial arts UWF rules match Suri versus the Scandinavian Hurricane. I'm just going to refer to her as Hurricane for the rest of this, just so you're aware.
I love
Suri,
it.
brand new, beautiful silver gear. Look, absolutely tremendous. I saw it online. I saw a tweet of her coming out with her new gear. Oh, I love it. She's no longer Powerpuff Girl adjacent anymore. She's
the purple one now, I think, because it had purple accents on it.
yeah, but it's mostly silver. But I guess the Powerpuff Girls are dead. Long live God's Eye.
Thanks, Saki.
I'm okay with it.
Rude.
They trade kicks back and forth early, feeling each other out. Siri gets the Muay Thai clinch, hits the knees. They roll on the mat, each trying to get a dominant position. A lot of wrestling around, elbowing to the face, and a Rana, elbow to the face, and then a Hurricane Rana by Hurricane, and hits a tornado kick, dropping Siri. She does respond before the 10 count, but she loses a point for the knockdown. So Suri, this is the first time in any of these UWF rules matches that Suri is lower in points. She's down 4-5. They trade kicks. Suri gets Hurricane down. They wrestle up and break. Rolling Death Valley driver by Hurricane. And the running kick to the face gets the knockdown, but Suri gets up before 10 again, but she loses the point. It's now 5-3 for Hurricane. They trade mounts and strikes. They're each trying to get dominant position. Suri pulls an armbar, but Hurricane gets out. They keep exchanging holds. Hurricane gets a Kimura, but Suri gets to the rope. But that loses her a point for having to break the hold. So it's now Hurricane up 5-2. Suri only has 2 more falls or breaks, and she officially loses the match.
Mm-hmm.
Hurricane unloads on Suri, but she slips and Suri slips out, gets the rear naked choke, but Hurricane gets like a stunner. But Suri comes right back on her. Suri gets her down again into the double armbar and crucifix, and this is where Hurricane has to touch the ropes. So it's now 4-2 for the Hurricane. For the Hurricane coming through. Suri attacking and hits the DDT.
That shows off my tattoo. Nice.
There you go. Suri attacking, hits a DDT suplex, then the kicks to the back and the chest. The chest one's caught, and Hurricane gets her own kick. Suri catches a kick and hits knees to the midsection in the Muay Thai clinch. She gets an armbar into the disarmer, but Hurricane gets out and gets an armbar herself of her own, but Suri wrestles her way out. Big German by Suri, but Hurricane back with one of her own. Head kick by Hurricane and the code breaker, or Suri, or head kick by Hurricane, but Suri scores a code breaker. Suri scores the kicks, hits a final roundhouse to the head, and drops Hurricane, and she cannot make it back up. She is pretty much out on the ground. Ref gets to 3 or 4, and he's just like, nope, no, she's not stirring, and calls it off, and Suri wins by TKO.
So good. So good. I'm glad that you were able to tell me when everything was kind of like missing because I found I was very confused for what was going on for a lot of this
So,
one.
so for like their version of UWF rules is every time somebody gets knocked down and has to get like from a big hit, and then you see them slowly getting up and the rest counting, that is a deduction of point. Every time you hit the ropes, it's a deduction of point. I know there's
Oh, okay. So it's almost like the ROH honor rules, sort of.
yeah, but again, the points deduct, and if you run out of points, you can lose the match. So you can
Mhm.
lose by submission, you can lose by knockout, TKO, like this one was. She wasn't like completely out, but she couldn't respond back.
Mhm.
Or you can win by points if you get somebody down to 0. So
Interesting. Yeah, this was a fun match because it went through these swells where it felt more like an MMA match, but then it went through these swells where it felt like a wrestling match. And I loved to see how both Suri and the Hurricane were able to integrate this so nicely. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a whole ton about Mrs. Hurricane. Does she have a wrestling, like a professional wrestling background?
I don't know, but she was
She worked like
phenomenal.
it. She worked
Yeah,
like a frickin' pro. I was extremely impressed. I was like, "Whoa, wow." Her gear was great, her look was great, the way she worked the crowd was great, the way she worked Suri was fantastic. They were both very, very intense in this match, and it gave off such a good vibe
okay, yeah,
for this match.
she is a professional wrestler. She's also known as Alice Inc.
I
ALISS.
wrote that down in the thing, yeah.
Yeah, but she is a pro
I mean,
wrestler.
rightfully so. Look at them arms.
She's
Just
a black,
covered in that. She's got her back too. Amazing artwork.
and she has a black belt in martial arts. I don't know which one. And she's
All
sticking
of them
around.
at this point. All of them.
Yeah, and she's sticking around too.
Ooh. What? What?
Yeah, she's got matches on a bunch of these small cards over the next few days that were just dropped on Stardom.
Is she
So
tagging with anybody or is she just
no,
doing
no,
them on her own?
straight up singles. Like she faces Nane, she faces Ida, Ruaka, Yuna, and then she has a match with Tekla too.
What? I am so excited for these matches.
Yeah.
In case the pterodactyl scream wasn't proof enough.
The next one of her matches we will cover will be from the show on the 28th, which is the show that has the tournament to crown your challenger to Shizu Suzuki for the vacant title. That'll be the next show we cover here on Stardom, because the other ones are just like little tiny shows. So that'll be the next big one we cover. So yeah, we'll be talking about her versus Tekla next time we're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
nothing else to add on this
Oh,
one.
okay.
Sorry. Should have said that sooner.
Wonder of Stardom title match. I took a bunch of notes. I'm not going to go through everything. This was a 30-minute draw. I'm going to preface this, but I am putting this on my match of the year list for Stardom.
Good.
These
It's
two
really very good.
had an incredible back and forth. Like, I can't do it justice for everything they did, because for the first 2 minutes it was really feeling out, but it was a good way of feeling out. Each person getting a dominant and the other one sliding out, and it just really gave great back and forth. Anou having a lot of answers to a lot of Mirai's big moves early on in this match. Anou hitting a beautiful dragon screw at one point, then gets the figure 8 into the figure 4. So good.
So good.
And Mirai, it's on Twitter. It's shared out there. There's a lariat that she hits in this match. I think you sent it to me. Anou flips around and like lands on her head, flipping upside down. It looks like she killed her. It was
That was more than an inside out. That was inside out and back again.
Yeah, like just an absolutely amazing match. Beautiful Frankensteiner off the top by Anou, just killing Mirai on that Frankensteiner. Like and then another Frankensteiner in the ring. It was just absolutely tremendous. These two, like I expected chemistry, but they just killed it. Like, and like the last minute of this match was just Mirai trying for everything. Inside out lariat. She goes to the top. It's a high cross. Anou kicks out at 2.9. Spinning Mirai, but is stopped. But Mirai hits a Death Valley driver for 2. Spinning Mirai shock is hit, but Anou ends up reversing the pin into her own pin for 2. Then she gets a backslide for a 2. They're both just frantic here. Mirai hits a lariat. Anou kicks out at 2.9. Another spinning Mirai shock, but as she goes for the pin, the ref goes to drop down. But as soon as he goes to kind of do his he stops to hear ding ding ding, and he just turns around and is just like, okay. And it's holy man, I'm not usually a fan of matches at any time limit draws because again you almost feel robbed. But I didn't feel robbed in this match. These two absolutely threw everything at each other, and legitimately with an extra 10 seconds, Mirai would have won. I really believe that. And because she was going to get the 1, 2, 3 here. And just absolutely incredible match from both these women. Just giving everything. And I cannot wait. It's a draw. So these two need to run this match back again. Hopefully I kind of hope now this is the Dream Queendom match.
Ooh. That would be nice.
There's other people that are wanting shots. There's the Ami, so there's a whole partner wanting a shot at her teammate, which I think will be which I feel is going to be the Queendom match. But I would love to see I want to see these two go again.
And arguably, Kamitani, returning Kamitani might want also a shot at that championship. Wouldn't be mad about a fatal 4-way for that. That being said, that might also be a little chaotic. That would be a lot of education in one ring. I don't know that would be. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But man, I have been on this freaking Anou train since she started developing a little bit better with the Cosmic Angels. Maybe she was just shy coming into Stardom at the beginning here. I don't know. But man, oh man, has this personality blossomed and just come out in this just perfectly expressive, just perfect work coming out of Anou. And the gear is so good. I was a little concerned about it the last time we saw it with wardrobe malfunctions and stuff. But this match, Mirai took her to the limits and she had absolutely no problems with it. The gear was not a thing. What I really enjoyed coming into this match, though, was also the seriousness of Mirai. Mirai is usually a very smiley, very excitable, going into any match, regardless if she's got an edge or if she's, coming in as the underdog. She's always smiling, just like this picture here. She's always smiling. She's always upbeat. She's clapping along with the crowd. She was very intense this match. She wasn't as smiley as she usually is. She knew the importance of this match, I think. And these two put on a banger. Holy crap, was I glued to the screen when this match was on. 110%, this needs to be a match that you see if you're getting into Stardom. This is the perfect example of what to expect and what you want to expect out of these women. It was just 10 out of 10. Sean Spears. Perfection.
William Milan main event of the evening is the Moneyball tournament final. This is the graphic that was given to showing all the teams. I should have put a block over with a tie and over
just X's over their faces.
I could have done it. I could have done something, but I just didn't. I'm not feeling good.
Bottom row.
Yeah, the bottom row moves on. It's done and done. It's Julia, Mai Sakurai, and Tekla taking on Stars, Hanan, Hazuki, and Saida. Stars coming out with gold pants on. Buying gold pants to wear in the finals, not knowing if you're going to be in the finals.
Risk they took, and it looks like it paid off for them. Not gonna lie, it kind of reminded me of Oedo Tai's old look when they came in for the that cage match against Queen's Quest. Just instead of black like Oedo Tai was wearing, they were wearing gold, and I kind of loved it. So this match, there's 4 boxes suspended above, kind of more on more of the ropes, like on the edge of the ring. Above the ropes, there's 4 boxes suspended in the air, and then in the center there is a
chest, or they pirate the booty, whatever you
The
want to call
booty.
it, the money ball, which is the money chest, the money booty, and that gets brought up high, and then you can hit a button in the corner to lower it, but you can also hit a button to raise it. So yeah,
Glorious, glorious chaos.
and then Donna Del Mundo decides to put the Artist of Stardom titles on the line in this match.
Yes.
So right then and there, I was like, "Damn it!" I knew I hadn't seen the result, but I knew it wasn't it. I was just like, "Oh, there's no way they're dropping it in a Moneyball match." Like,
More shocking things have happened on Stardom, let's be honest, though.
yeah. So they all start brawling, each team reversing each other. Theka gets on Julia's shoulder, Suzuki gets on Hanan's shoulder, and they each go to pull a box open. DDM drop money out of their box, and Ida attacks the money, wanting that money, but Julia is not having it. She's like smacking around. It's like, you're not getting any of the money. But Hazuki pulling her box, pulling the box suspended in the air. I apologize for my wording. And a bunch of powder falls on her. She gets powdered. Her and Hanan. Yeah. Hanan stops the assisted rope walk by Tekla and Mai and knocks them to the floor. Ida gets the speed chops on Julia. Uses Julia to climb up the ropes to pull the box. But a bunch of brown things fall out.
They look like loofahs.
Yeah, or like little, like they kind of look
sponges.
like brown sponges or something. But so Julia and Ida each get one, and they start smacking the crap out of each other with it, just wailing on each other.
Yeah.
And then Julia hits a suplex, or Ida piles them up, but Julia hits a suplex onto them, and Julia gets Ida. It's like raking it on her face. It's probably like they're probably like pumice stones or something.
They looked pretty squishy though. They literally looked like those spongy things, like a sea sponge.
Yeah, I have no idea. Stars end up opening the final box, and it comes out with this like paddle with a garrote attached to it. And it ends up just smacking Mai with it, and then chokes her with it.
Wasn't it the key?
Was it a key? I don't know.
I think it was the giant key that was used to open up the treasure chest.
Because you didn't need the key to win.
Well, someone had a key dingly. It was Hazuki, I think. I had the little key dingly dangling for a bit.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a key. Maybe it unlocked the chest, but
it was literally a giant key.
All you had to do was like take possession, and there was a rope on it too. All you do is take possession of the chest, and you won the match. So
yeah. So I don't know why there was a key, but it was a giant key.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a key. Mai gets whipped into a ladder in the corner, and it looked just very unnice, as I wrote. Mai Falcon Arrow Suzuki onto the ladder, then Hazuki suplexes Mai onto the ladder. Julia climbs the ladder, but Ida hits a button and sends the booty back up into the sky. Wheelbarrow facebuster by Stars to Julia onto the ladder. Hanan hits the high cross to the floor. Then Tekla hits her own high cross to the floor. Hazuki climbs the ladder, but Tekla joins her. They fight up on top of the ladder. Tekla ends up like in the ladder, almost. You're only you and me are gonna get this, but the way.
Straddling across the
from Zoe versus
parallel to the mat, I guess.
Yeah, she was inside the ladder, like half out.
Sort of.
But she uses it to her advantage because Hazuki hits her with the key, and then she goes back. But then Thekla's back up. Thekla Spider is back up, grabs Hazuki, and I guess she must have got a hold of the key, and she ends up spider suplexing Hazuki off the ladder to the mat. And then she climbs out of the ladder halfway and unhooks the boot because her teammates are hitting the down button, so it drops farther for her. She unhooks the booty, puts it on her shoulder, and she is declared the winner.
Yes. Also got to point out, the ladders were being held by the other members at ringside, so that's how Thekla was able to do what she did.
Yeah, they made it safe. They made it very safe.
Yes, because at one point, Utami was like gasping and like, Micah! Because Micah slid into the ring to hold on to the ladder. And I think she thought that she was going to get in there to assist, like her team. Twas not the case, though. Micah was a good girl. She did what she was supposed to and just went and held the ladder and
Yeah.
held it in place for her team so that they didn't die.
Yep.
Because Lord knows, like, if Thekla did that, she would have not only yeeted Hazuki, like, straight down into a pile driver, she would have yeeted herself and the ladder probably into the commentary, which wouldn't have been a good look. So, yeah, this was a really fun match. I actually enjoyed this one a lot better than last year's. But I think last year's was kind of like, wasn't it the first one last year? Or just the most chaotic? He's not,
I'm
he's
pretty sure.
nodding yes.
I'm pretty sure it was the first one last year.
Yeah, it was a little chaotic. It was a learning experience. But hey, got through it. I mean, this was a fun step up. I liked the little random Mario question boxes hanging around and having to pull them down because they were question boxes. It was adorable. I liked the styling of the chest this year. Definitely better than the Moneyball. Definitely more secure. And I also like the idea of the button, bringing it up, bringing it down. Very, very smart. Whoever engineered that shit, give him a raise. That was
Yep.
great.
Yeah. After the match, they all speeches. There's no translation for this one. The only one that
No.
I know is Thekla speaking English. She calls out Mei Mei in challenger for the high speed title. Mei Mei does, I'm guessing, accept because she is a fighting champion. She seemed to accept when she was talking. I don't know what she said, but it seemed like
Mhm.
she accepted. So we're getting
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because gosh dang, we got Thekla who's I love Thekla. I love everything about her is what I want to be. She's got that swagger, she's got that confidence, she's got that build, she's beautiful, she's got bondage wear. Give me that. Um but then you have this like playfulness of Mei Mei, who I thought was a child. She is not a child.
She's
Um
21. She's pretty young.
yeah, I thought she was like Rina Hina's age. No, that's a child. Um, yeah, Thekla acting a little heelish lately with DDM, which I love. They're kind of doing the LIJ thing, walking that line. Sometimes they deviate onto the heel side, sometimes they deviate onto the good side. They always come back to neutral. In this situation, I'm excited to see Thekla play the heel because she always brings out some really fun, rough stuff when she's playing a heel, and then she always brings out the fun gear as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing her and May face off for that high speed title. May might be in trouble. Thekla's a former high speed champion herself. She's fought people like Azumi. She's fought people like who? Why am I forgetting her name? Azumi and Starlight Kid. There we go. Arguably the two best high speed champions that they've had in the company since May. This is going to be a great match for them. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Uh, I really think that match will be absolutely incredible.
Oh, killer. Killer. I hope that's a Queendom run one, right?
I don't know. It might be the winter show. It
I
might be
hope
that
it's
winter
a
show on the
Queendom.
second or fourth or whatever that the
Oh,
tag
that would
titles
make
are happening.
sense.
The tag titles are happening on
Yeah.
because you would think they would be defending the artist belts at the show, but there's also the caveat: is is Julia going to be defending the strong title at that show? There's a lot of questions, right? And then the
True.
fact is, she's probably going to have to travel when the Triangle Derby happens. The Triangle Derby is like right in January, and she's probably have to go over for a title defense at Battle in the Valley. So, but again, Stardom. Julia went and defended her title this fall, and then in the middle of the Cinderella or in the middle of the 5-star Grand Prix. So
Correct.
they can
Yeah.
make it work.
Yeah. They always do kind of make it work. Girls are maybe exhausted, but they make it work for the love of professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the winter show and the Queendom show end up like. We'll see.
Yeah,
See what matches we get.
I can literally pull it up right now if we want to just quickly go over the winter show. Yeah, Nagoya Big Winter. Hold on. Nagoya Big Winter. So right now, we have the Goddess of Stardom tag team title match. We have Divine Kingdom versus an unknown team.
Okay.
You have Suzu Suzuki defending her challenge certificate against Hazuki.
Ooh.
Kind of similar to like a Tanahashi defending the briefcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is where we're getting Julia and Azumi. We're getting
strong title. Okay.
We're getting May versus Tekla.
Okay.
And then we're getting Nane versus Scandinavian Hurricane.
Oof. It's going to be a fun, interesting match. Is that, and that's just a regular like singles match, right? That's not a U. Is it UWC?
No, no, it's a different martial arts battle UWF rules match.
Yeah, wow.
But I can see Nane doing it. She's rough. She's tough.
Yeah. Passion. She's going to freaking rock that. Oh, I'm excited for that.
And outside of the world title, it's either going to be Suzu or Hazuki taking on one of the tournament winners, which I guess is not. Or yeah, that's on the 28th show that just happened today that I don't know about yet. I know the winner, but I haven't seen the show yet because it's not out anywhere yet. Yeah, so we'll see if Suzuki's going to make it to Queendom because she has Hazuki in front of her.
And that's a challenge. Hazuki has been especially on fire since coming back out of retirement, coming back with stars. She's been freaking on fire with Koguma and the challenge with Mercedes Moné and Azumi earlier for that Stardom or the NJPW Strong title. I mean, she's on a roll. Very, very accomplished wrestler. That's going to be great.
If Koguma hadn't gotten hurt, FWC would have been the winners of that Goddess Stardom tournament. We all know that.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
Right team won.
No, it would have been them. They would have won.
No,
they would have
Team
won.
Girl Crush won.
No, they would have won. That would have been FWC, but they didn't get a chance to do it because.
Oh, why do I know so many people who are Delulu?
Yeah, just like yourself. Just like yourself.
Delulu.
You're delusional when you call it Delulu.
That's what the kids are calling it. It's trendy.
I have never heard a kid call it that. You can find this guy, me, on the X Mastodon, Blue Sky and Hive, at That Canada Guy, in TikTok, Instagram, and the threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre and Melba Wrestling Talk right up here. Go to our Facebook page and check us out. You can also find me over coming back later this month with OLE, doing the Marvel Talk Rebound, where myself and Old Ed will be talking Iron Man from 2008. And then end of the year, start of the new year, we'll be back talking all of What If. And then we'll be back later in the month, early February, depending on when Echo drops, to cover all of Echo. So we got lots of stuff coming. And then probably another rebound in that time too, to talk about the Hulk. But yeah. I hate that movie more than I hate TJ Cannon.
Wow. What?
So check all that out at twitch.tv/OurLocalEstablishment or youtube.com/@OurLocalEstablishment. You can also find all of our stuff right over here. Backbreaker Video, our boy Mike the Ref. Go check him out. Simulcasting all of his stuff. We really appreciate him. If you're watching us there, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, support the channel, and maybe hop over here to our channel and support us there too. But support him, all the great content he does. You can watch him live at twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. All his great gaming content he does live over there. His AEW watch along every Wednesday. Check that out. If you want to see replays of his gaming content, you can go to youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming to see content from Mike and also for Mr. PJC, Mr. Rick Jules, and the wonderful, the amazing, everybody's favorite, Kayla J.
Kayla J. Love Kayla J.
Kayla J. Kayla J. Kayla J. Kayla J. Kayla J. Kayla J. Kayla J. Jules. I gotta give him some love. That guy's awesome. Melba, where can they find you?
Yes. If you're wanting to follow a Moneyball, you can find her on the X thing at Collins Moneyball. You can find her on everything else: Facebook, Mastodon, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Moneyball Collins. You can also find me on our local establishments programming, very mindful, every couple of weeks, where we're going to be whittling it down to once a month, probably coming back in the new year with some more spooky ooky-ish for you guys. You can also find me on Astro Pizarro's YouTube channel, where we do our show Ladies Wrestling Showcase, where we showcase all of the ladies. Shout out to the beautiful Natural, whose t-shirt I just got. If you want to get your hands on a t-shirt of Astro Pizarro's, I will leave a link in the description box down below. It is for your wear, and it is a custom, adorable picture. I should have worn it today, of Astro doing her beautiful pose with the Latino World Order shirt on, because she's a Boricua beauty. What else? If you're wanting to follow or watch Stardom, you can find a link in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com. It is 999 yen, or approximately $10 Canadian. That's a second shout out to Sean Spears this episode, but it's more like $9.50 according to this guy over here. That's still an amazing price to watch some incredible women's wrestling. You can go back and watch the Goldrush show of today. You can go back last year and watch the chaoticness of the Goldrush show last year. If you really, really want to. I'm pretty sure we had some fun matches there from what I was remembering. Was that the one with the bikini match? Or was that the show before that?
I don't remember, honestly. All I remember is that.
Just go back and look.
All I remember is the travesty of the Moneyball final.
There's a lot of glorious chaos.
It wasn't a bad match. Just circumstances that happened in the match screwed up a lot of shit.
Yeah, this is why this year was just so much better. Go back and find the bikini ones, though. It involves Mina Shirakawa. That's all you need to know. And that being said, Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Thank you all so very much for all the great support you have given us. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, because we love talking to you. That is probably the best thing about this, is getting to communicate with all of you and learn more about you guys. I know I follow a few of you guys now on other stuff. I'll say this: Joe, Demetrius, Frank Boy, all the props to you, bud. You are a big inspiration for me with my weight loss journey, and watching you work so hard on yours. So thank you for giving me inspiration to go forward in mine. Thank you very much, sir. And to everybody else that comments on the channel, I appreciate all of you guys. We really do appreciate it. Bobby Petito, every single video almost, he's dropping a comment down. Love you, dude. Love you, dude.
Bobby Stats over there, all the statistics. He knows all the good stuff. And that being said, I am your mama. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah.